All right. Hey, Jeremy Lambert, Your Castle Real Estate, joined by my really good friend and fantastic agent, Amanda Hall. We're going to attempt the Hot Ones Challenge today, 10 hot sauces. They predominantly go from baby to hellfire. Blow our faces up a little bit and go through some real estate questions. You cool with that?
Yeah, clear some sinuses.
All right. Well, thanks for being here today. I appreciate you in our studio. We love this studio. We got Jeff behind the camera, and we're going to go ahead and get started. This is the baby. This is the classic. Right now, have you ever watched the Hot Ones?
I have. I'm a big fan.
All right, me too.
Big fan.
Me too. All right. Ooh, shit.
You were starting
strong. Starting strong already. Strong already.
I like your tactic where
Yeah.
you start strong at the beginning, and then when they get really hot, you can like.
My son did
slow
this
it down.
one, so we're gonna be okay. So
Okay.
my son did this one, and so you've watched the show, and obviously this is just a parody, not the real Hot Ones. But you've watched the show on YouTube, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I find that guy to be an incredible presenter and an incredible interviewer. I think he's
If you're
really, really
watching
neat.
this, you're great.
Yeah, don't sue us either.
Yeah.
Right? Don't sue us.
We're
All right,
giving
let's
you
get started. Here's
mad
one.
Credit here.
Not bad. So tell me this: how long you been in real estate?
I'm so scared.
I'm a good baby.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm coming up on 6 years. I'm a little worried that my chewing is super loud.
No, don't. We're eating. You're supposed to chew. So 6 years in the business, right? Mm-hmm. How long of that 6 years were you at your castle? If that
I
one
might
hurt, we're
start
fine.
to take smaller bites just so that I can talk as well.
That'll work.
That's my learning as I go here. I think 4 or 5,
Okay.
maybe almost 5.
Okay. And what do you enjoy most about your job?
People, working with different people. It's different every transaction, so it's hard to get bored when you're always trying to figure out a new situation and a new way to help people and a new solution to a new problem.
That's great because you truly are an advisor, right?
Yeah.
And it truly is just about the client, right?
Yeah. And I always feel like it's like a giant puzzle, like how can we make it so everybody wins?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Jamie always says it's a dance.
It is
Right?
a dance, and I
Between-
love Jamie.
Yeah,
Shout
me
out to
too.
Jamie.
All right, let's get started with number 2. We're
Okay.
sitting on, seeing double. Seeing double. I love this one, actually. It's really good.
For everybody watching, Jeremy is not scared at all, and I rescheduled twice.
We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. So tell me this. There's a lot of moving parts in a real estate transaction, right? There's getting under contract. There's clauses. There's inspection. What's your favorite part of the transaction?
Right when you get under contract.
Yeah.
Like when an offer is accepted, because it's just so much optimism and enthusiasm,
Cheers.
and you feel like there's a lot of work up to that point, and so when you get there, it's just really exciting. And not every transaction is going to work out, but that part's always really fun for everybody. So
I remember houses I bought and agents that I've worked with where I got that call, right? Like you got the house, or they took your offer, and it's an emotion that's really cool, right? And being able to deliver that message has to be pretty cool because unfortunately, if I'm correct, sometimes you have to deliver bad news, right?
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but yes.
No, I mean that's tough, especially in markets that are really competitive, So that brings me to this question: what kind of market are we in right now?
I feel like it's a market that's very dependent on where you're at and where your price point is.
Okay.
For a while, it was everything will sell no matter what, and now it's you got to be smart, and you got to know your area, and you got to know what prices that area, what's selling in that area, and not just price it for some ridiculous high amount and think that you're going to get 5 offers because you're not. You
that's
just
cool.
got to be smart, know your area. No, it's not just one thing across all of the Denver metro area.
I love that about kind of where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Because everything's so individual, for anybody.
Yeah.
So let's get on. Number 3, picking it up a little bit.
I like that this is fast. This makes me feel a lot more confident.
The slow is worse.
Yeah.
This is fermented kimchi. Now, I can't even tell you what kimchi is, but I think we're going to enjoy it. So let's get in here. Oh.
Yeah.
Any, you mentioned it depends on your area, right? So any favorite areas or hidden gems in Colorado? Like what's your favorite spot?
My favorite spot is, I don't think it's hidden, but it is Park Hill. I do love the people, but there's all these cute little hidden shops there. And it's so diverse. Like you've got really fine dining, and then you've got cute little ice cream shops across from a couple houses with goats. Like it's just
That's
so
right.
random,
I'm a 30-second fan. I love that area. Look got a little kick to it. A little baby kick.
I got a little cocky.
Yeah, you saw that. You fucked up. So, yeah, I'm that way with 30-second. And I love Jefferson Park. I absolutely love Wheat Ridge. Stones Lake, that whole area. It's just my vibe, you know. But there's some really interesting places in Denver. I mean, I think if you look at the landscape in real estate in Colorado, you go from like Boulder to Colorado Springs are entirely different places, right?
Yeah.
I was just over in Wheat Ridge the other day and found some really cool shops and neat things out there. So yeah, that's cool. What part of town are you in?
I'm actually in City Park, which
Okay.
is very close to Park Hill. I'm kind of Park Hill.
I like
So I
City
guess
Park.
maybe that's unfair to say it's my favorite because it's my home. But
All right, this one's heat level is 4 to 10. This is Los Calientos. Taze.
I feel like I'm nervous, but I'm just so scared for the bomb. So
Just let's focus on
Yeah.
4. Let's do
Yeah.
4. Let's not
Focus
get
on
ahead of
right now.
ourselves.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
sidetracked.
I'm here.
How important to you is it to have good partners in this business? And I don't mean just your brokerage. I mean your title company, your lender. Like, who's somebody that you trust so much, right? And how do you find those relationships?
You. You're somebody
Yeah.
I trust so much.
A little bit.
Oh, I have to take a bite before it. Okay.
Yeah, I pride myself on being a connector
You really are.
and building relationships. It's good. Last kind of ended. Mine's just hotter than the last time I did it. Jeff, did you fuck with this stuff?
Oh, that would have been so great.
Oh.
But just his.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, how do you go out and make sure that when you refer like a lender, now you have a very good lender, right?
I actually have a couple, and I think that it really depends on the person I'm working with. Because
Okay.
there's people with, I think there's a saying of, you can be the best peach in the world and someone's still going to want an apple.
Yeah.
Some people just relate to a different type of people better. And so, Joe Massey is amazing. He's
Sure.
great. And I think Joe Massey really works well with people who really like numbers and graphs and things like shown to them and explained. And I personally refinance with Joe. He's great.
Nice, great guy.
But somebody who might just really want to go out and hang out quite a few times before you get the feel. I mean, that might be a different lender for them. So I try to have a whole variety of people.
That's really smart because my favorite title rep's a girl named Lisa Spar. She's with Land Title, but she brings me value by being a friend.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm stressed, she just knows when to call me and knows when, so
That's-
that's pretty
I mean,
cool.
that's-
But I always look like what's best for the client. I'll get, especially agent to agent referrals. I get a lot of those, right? Like, hey, who's in Winter Park? Who's this? Like, and I always ask, well, what's the client like? Right? Like, Amy Nakos is up in Frisco. She's amazing. I mean, she is amazing, right? And she has the ability to work with almost any type of client, right?
Yeah.
But there's going to be certain people that, they're just better. I just referred a deal out to Diana Marin, and it was the right guy with the right personality for her personality. So totally get it.
Yeah, I mean, Amy Nakos, just seeing her talk at the staff
Oh, yeah.
meetings, she just starts with a great joke and then blows you away.
Yeah, she knows her stuff, right?
Like-
But I mean, and I'll ask you this in a second. After we get to the fat cat, motherfucking Chairman Meow's revenge,
Oh, we
he
can
looks
cuss.
pissed.
Okay.
Oh, we are who we are.
Okay.
So Chairman Meow's about to pick it up a little bit. I don't think this one's that spicy. I'm gonna double up on that shit.
Ooh, that
But,
was like triple.
Yeah, it's finding the right person for the right fit. I think that's really important. So what do you do when you're not selling real estate, other than eating hot sauce with me? Oh shit!
I went too big.
No, it's a baby one, just a baby.
It's a baby. It's a baby.
So I know you're really into fitness.
Yeah, I'm really into fitness, CrossFit. I know that a lot of people think that's uncool, but it's really fun. Just try it.
I'll tell you, I went one time.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was so intimidated to walk in the door.
Oh.
But and don't get me wrong, I failed miserably trying to move a tire. But the community is what I loved.
Yeah, I absolutely adore my community so much.
Tell me this: you're on a real estate team. You're with the New Era Group. You could be a solo agent. Yeah, John and Jamie and all the guys at New Era are just amazing. But what motivated you at team versus solo agent, and how is that community?
Yeah, I would say that if I could go back and do anything over again from the start, I would just join the team immediately. It changed everything. It changed my outlook. It changed how I felt. It changed just feeling like supported in what I was doing rather than trying to figure everything out myself and like fighting for answers. It just felt like I was with a team. I had support. You can't always be everywhere at one place. So having somebody that you can call is just, it literally is a game changer in this industry.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How's the community?
In the New Era Group, amazing. We really, I feel like this is going to sound like a sales pitch, but it's not. Like, we're the funnest group of people. And
I agree.
John, who started the team, who's absolutely amazing, always says, you know, he just wants good people on the team. And I think he did a really good job of that. It's people who are just genuinely good people who care about each other. And like, it's not competitive. It's like, how can we help each other? And how can we like work as a team so that everybody gets those big wins?
Yeah, I agree. You know, big fan of all our real estate teams. And if you're watching this and you have your license and you're not where you want to be, you're struggling.
You are.
Yeah, I can tell you, hit one of us up, right? We'll give you a very, biased opinion and tell you our opinion. And yeah, I mean, if you're not making it, there's a way to solve it.
Yeah.
You know?
That was the biggest change I've ever experienced from one thing.
So this one has a name I can't pronounce. We're just going to call it Crazy Ass Fucking Hot Sauce.
Crazy as hell.
We're going to move on to number 6.
Okay, I
We're doing
was gonna
great.
say I'm feeling good, but like maybe I should hold back.
Okay,
a little bit.
this takes it up just a little tiny bit.
Okay.
Right, just a little tiny bit, not too bad.
Yeah.
You gotta get it on there though.
I was actually saying before, I'm more scared of like after the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, well you'll be all right. I mean, the guy does it.
I'll probably survive.
So, what I guess are you taking new clients right now?
Yeah.
That's a really good question, right? Are you accepting new clients? And then what would somebody do if they're watching this and they say, you know what, I'm thinking about buying a house. Well, I'm burning my face off. Oh, that's a little bit step up.
It's like immediate too.
Mm-hmm. I got a little too much. Not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Head sweats on that one. Yeah, put a little too much on that one. So I'm not going for the water yet, though. You can. So if somebody, let's say whether they're thinking about trading up, they're worried about rates, or there's somebody that's brand new. To buying their first home. And there's a certain fear, I think, sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You know, what's the best thing for somebody to do? Is just give you a call, sit down, do a consultation? Like, you know, what's the best way for somebody to kind of get over that hill?
Yeah, just a call. Even like, I mean, sometimes it's easy to start with like a little text and just like, hey, I'm kind of thinking about this, and then like a phone call and then coffee. But even if you're thinking of making a move in 2 years, I still think knowing where you're at and what you need to do and like what's going on in the market is going to help you so much to know that now to help
I
you
agree.
in 2 years. Like people think like, oh, I'm not ready right now, but that's fine. Like still talking about, you know, what you're looking for, what you might want to think about with your credit or different things you can do now to get you in a good position in 2 years is huge and life-changing.
Just a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Just a
Yeah.
conversation. Why do you hang your license with us? I'm sure you get recruiting calls,
Yeah.
right? You're a good agent. You do the business right. Like, what about this brokerage keeps you here, right, and keeps you happy? What are we doing right?
So knowing that this was going to happen, I was thinking, if a question came up like this, would I talk badly about any of the brokerage? And I won't. But I will say that I started at other brokerages, and should we eat the wing first?
Yeah, let's
Or
do
was
that.
that the
So this is
question?
called the red flag, the
Okay.
black-eyed Susan. That black-eyed, that doesn't sound
I'm
good.
going to open my milk. That's what I'm going
Just
to
preparing
do.
yourself. The
Yeah.
next one's the one. This is just a little. It's like just a little baby kick. It's not a
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
That
Oh, it's
last
like,
one had
it's
a
like
little.
sealed. Look at this. They did a great job.
They don't
Great-
want you to have
great
milk.
work.
They're like,
I didn't think of it that way.
no, I'm just kidding.
I thought of it as like, what great production value.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know what's out there. Like I'll meet agents and they've been with one brokerage, you know, their career, and because they didn't do the interview process right, you know. But all right,
Or-
cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, I got nothing. Nothing.
Or they did do the interview process right, and it's just hard because a lot of times people have a lot of bells and whistles, and then when you join, you realize those bells and whistles aren't really bells and whistles, or they're not worth anything. So I had a couple experiences like that, and so when I joined, I remember you telling me all these great things about your castle, and I remember sitting and like talking to you in your office and being like, yeah, all right, let's just like get
Get
through
the
this
chase.
because like I know it's all gonna be BS, and I know that like I'll figure it out, but you know, it was kind of like my last hurrah because I was just so frustrated with feeling like other brokerages were so like pushy and they wanted me to like be something I wasn't. Like I'm not somebody who's gonna wear a suit. Like there's lots of people who like suits and that's great. I'm not one. So I'm also like not going after like top producer. Like I feel like for me personally, that's just not my goals. That's a lot of other people's goals, and I feel like your castle supports you in whatever level you're going for, and they've got a lot of things that are really helpful, but they're real. Like you don't say that you're going to offer something unless you actually have it. So with like
Yeah.
a CRM, with like reports about what's going on in different zip codes, or staff meetings that are incredibly helpful with changing environments in the real estate industry right now. Those are all real things that you can count on, and it's like I know that it's what you're saying it is.
All right. I love it. All right, thank you. Now, here we go. This is the bomb. This is the motherfucker of all hot sauces. Prepare yourself.
All right.
Let me ask you this. Denver, I mean, you've done a lot of transactions over 6 years, right? Oh, the bomb. Damn it. Oh, it won't even come out. It won't even come out. It's so pissed at me. Is there any transaction that stood out just to be your favorite, right? Maybe like the most rewarding, the most fun clients, the coolest house. I don't know. Like, you know, if you had to talk about one deal, what would you choose?
I really should have thought that this would come up. I think the deals that I'm immediately thinking of are the ones that are.
And don't try to hide from the bomb. You're trying to hide from it. You can't hide from it. It's blowing up.
Smart. He knows what he's doing. Okay. It is hard to get out, and then you don't know.
Oh, there you go. Let's go.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. You're much
Oh, the
braver.
bomb. Oh, ow. Oh, wait, start slow. No, wait for it. Wait for it for a minute. There it is. There it is. It just kicked me in the face.
These are great walls.
Oh, my God. It comes in hot. They're coming back. It's coming for a rebound. It hits you in the face, goes away, comes right back in your throat. Oh, shit.
You took a lot too.
Yeah.
It's still it's a. They talk about that in the show too.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to know that it really is a slow, painful burn.
It just doesn't stop. Oh, I need to rain in my mouth.
I feel like the water
So-
might make it worse. It's like
maybe.
spreading.
Yeah, it's going. Well, it's it's bad news.
Oh,
But yeah, favorite deal or favorite client or.
I'm going to do a quick shout out to you, Carolyn Kaniki.
Oh.
And I think that she's coming to mind because one, oh man, we've worked together for a while, but when I first got my license, they have a family and they trusted me right away, and it just felt so great, and we've continued to work with each other. But currently they have a property that I've just never seen fit a personality of a family so perfectly.
For real?
They have goats and a trampoline, and they still are in the city, and it just has a music room, and it's just their family, and it's just so great to be a part of that, and so sweet to see every time I come over there. It really does feel so much like their home. I'm gonna start crying, and I'm not sure if it's because of them or the hot sauce.
No, I'm not sweating. You're sweating. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really cool, right? And so, most agents do find their business by repeat referral, right? They've got a group of people that know them, they like them, they trust them. And when they hear the word real estate, they go, oh, you got to call my friend Amanda. She's awesome. They give you a little sales pitch, right?
Yeah.
How rewarding is it to get those referrals? And what does that feel like to you? Now, this is all before you start is peppers up, hot sauce. I don't even know. It's got a skeleton eating a pepper on the front. Boom. I'm sure this is going to brutalize.
I feel like I look like a lizard.
Okay. Let's get in there. Oh, but because I take referrals very serious. And it sounds kind of cheesy, but I love it when I get a text intro and it says, hey, Mike, I want you to meet Jeremy. And then they say something nice. Like, he's done this for me or this for me. I'm like, oh, man, I appreciate that, right? Because I'm not paying people for referrals.
So I just want to get it over with.
Okay.
Just the hot sauce over with.
How does it feel for you?
It's honestly...
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that's a bitch.
The absolute biggest compliment you could give an agent is a referral, because it's I don't think people know how much we really do care about what we do and about our clients, and it really is a transaction is you care so much about it. You are thinking about it at 2 a.m. You are walking around making sure that you've done absolutely everything you can, and you really want to be there for that person every step of the way. And so when you get a referral, it's like somebody saying hey, we see that, and we value that, and we appreciate that, and you did a great job, and we trust putting our name on the line after seeing your work, which is it really is just the biggest compliment you can get.
Yeah, right
My
on.
tongue is
It's
completely
fucking hot.
numb.
It's
Yeah.
fucking hot, right? Holy shit. All right, here we go. This is the last dab. This one, we're going to put a little extra on.
Yeah, I really thought that this wouldn't be as hot as the bomb, but I think it was.
Okay.
I don't want to say hotter.
Listen, you got to go hard on this
Okay,
one.
I'm going hard.
Okay, last dab, double up. And
Can
then
okay, sorry.
oh, please.
What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, let's burn the fuck out of our faces.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes agents, I'll go back on some, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Fuck. I'm already on fire. Fuck. There's so much that goes on in a real estate transaction, and I feel like a lot of times the agent's there to shield the client, right? To shield them. And you got to go heavy. You got to do it. They shield them from like the shitty agent on the other side, or the inspection you're battling for, and all those things. I almost wonder if it's better to give them a better picture of what you actually do, because this isn't some selling sunset bullshit, right? Like we're driving around in Lambos, fucking going to penthouses. Like, this is a hard fucking job. What's the wildest thing you've ever had to do in this job? Cheers. Last job. Oh, mother. Okay. If I remember right, it doesn't start hurting till about now.
I really am sweating.
Oh, fuck. That shit is fucking hot. Fuck. All right. So, yeah, what's some weird shit you've had to do to close deals? Thank you for bringing this, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, show up at places at 2 in the morning because there was a gas leak. What else? I don't know. A babysit while they have to figure something out with title. I don't know. It's just really, it's like you are the...
You do it all.
Whatever you need, like, however you need. Yeah.
I got to get something else.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I was so excited to ask this because, like, I feel like you are... It's hot.
It's fucking... There's sweating. This is sweat.
Really good. I feel like you always are just really good at, like, bringing the energy and, like, pumping people up and, like, making people feel good. And so I'm wondering, like, what do you do when you're not feeling it?
Man.
But you still need to show up.
That's a great question. I'll be honest. You know, I try not to fake it. And I used to. Yeah. I used to fake it. I faked a lot of part of my life. I faked, fuck! I faked that I was happy for a long time. And eventually the people around me started to notice, right? Yeah. And the people around me started to worry about me, you know, not in a good way. And so I decided I'm just going to be who I am. And it's okay to have a shitty day. And it's okay to, like, lean on the people around you. Oh, my God. Fuck this hot sauce. Fuck you.
I feel like mine's settling a little bit.
You know, it's just being real with your situation. So what I do when I know I need to be built up, I go to places I get built up. Because I know if I'm having a really shitty day and I walk into the New Era office, I know I'm going to get the love. And that's going to build me up. And I've surrounded myself with people that give a shit. Dan Fortune, if you ever see this, I want you to know, Dan will text me in the most inopportune times for me. Like, but he knows, he feels something. Texted me the other day, said, hey, you came up in my meditation today. I just want to tell you, you know, I care about you. And I needed it, right? Like, these little moments, I think. But you know, one of the things that does it for me, and I'll give you a shout out, Ron Gilly. There's a guy named Ron Gilly I met years ago. He's a realtor. He's a really good guy. Not with your castle. And we're Facebook friends. And one day, and this just shows you how being intentional can change someone's life. I'm coming up I won't stop. I'm coming up the steps to my house, and I miss a call, and it's Ron. And I put him to voicemail. And a couple minutes later, I thought, man, I better call him back. So I actually went and listened to the voicemail. It's still literally on my phone, this voicemail from years ago. And it said, hey, Jeremy, I'm not crying. It's tears from this, but I'm crying. It said, hey, Jeremy, it's Ron Gilly. Don't worry about calling me back. I just want to call and tell you you're a good dad.
Oh.
Right? Like, and I listen to that all the time. And it just makes me happy. And so I find these little things that make me happy, and I just do them consistently. But I surround myself with good people like you. You and I have successfully completed the real estate version of the Hot Ones. We're getting thrown up.
I think air makes it worse.
Oh, yeah, just stop breathing. Thanks you for coming and hanging out with me. You're a fucking great agent. You're a great human. You're my friend. I love working with you. And look, if you're out there and you're seeing this, maybe you're in her sphere, or you know Amanda, you know, call her up if you have some real estate needs. Even if it's just, hey, I need a CMA, or hey, look, I just kind of wonder what's going on out there. Let her be a resource for you, you know. And so how would they get in touch with you, Amanda?
Oh, you can call me on my cell phone, 720-266-1612. You can find me on social media, Amanda Hall.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, if they're seeing this, they're already connected to you. So just hit the message
you
button.
Call Jeremy?
Yeah, call me. We'll figure it the fuck out. I would not advise doing this hot sauces ever again. But hey, thanks. Have a great day. And let's go fucking not be on fire.
Okay.